Hello gamers and welcome back. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, and we're going to be playing some N'Zoth Paladin. We are currently rank 15 and I think we left off on a win streak. I don't really remember because it's been a couple days since we played because it's been extremely hectic. I'm going to be honest, haven't actually played a game yet since the nerfs have been implemented, and that was like 2 or 3 days ago, and it makes me so sad, guys. But at least the delay in these videos won't be as bad as what we've been previously seeing, because we know what you're seeing now wasn't recorded exactly today. There is a delay in when the video is, of course, recorded. It's edited, then rendered, and then uploaded, and then annotated, description, tagging, and then finally it's set to publish. So there is lag time, especially with it now. It's just me and only me. There's no background support currently, so on this particular channel. So just expect a little bit of delay there, guys, and I'm sure we can work out any errors in the videos if there are any. So if there, something's not lining up, or the audio's out of sync, or the volume's not there, just shoot me a comment. Just leave it in the just shoot a comment, and I'll do my best to kind of fix that and get to it as soon as I can. But again, guys, just give me time, and this channel will be great. Not that I'm not saying that the channel's bad, but you know what I'm saying. So N'Zoth Paladin, we actually haven't. Oh God, he played Tunnel Trog. So we actually haven't played the N'Zoth Paladin in a long time. We did a deck guide on the Anyfin not too long ago, which is a very similar setup in the sense that you play out the game very control-ish, very slow, but the N'Zoth variant, has the end game of playing N'Zoth and winning through that, which we'll cover more in the deck guide that I plan on doing in this deck later on. So we go ahead and we could go Loot Hoarder to draw, or we could go to the Doomsayer. If we play the Doomsayer, we can basically know that he's going to hero power, leaving 3 minions on the board. This is going to make Solemn Vigil cost 2, which means we're going to float 1 mana if we want to draw 1, or we're going to go ahead and play the Loot Hoarder. If we play the Loot Hoarder, it's questionable if he has Totem Golem or not. I think we're going to go with the Loot Hoarder here just because I think we can play Doomsayer next turn due to the fact that Tuskar Totemic has been nerfed, and the fact that Rockbiter costs 2 mana. So I'm going to make the assumption that this guy does not have the burst required to pump out 7 damage on turn 3. Could be wrong. He could have that Tunnel Trog and Totem Golem into, Rockbiter or some other shenanigans, but I think we're safe here. And then the Doomsayer will be able to tick, and then we'll play Solemn Vigil, hero power for 2. It'll be happy dandy. We'll draw. We'll do big things, boys. Also, on a side note, because this is a new channel, and of course it's obviously not the inn anymore, we're gonna have to come up with, oh gosh, there's the Totem Golem, coin into what the shenanigans. Oh my gosh, he's pushing a lot of damage here, so obviously killing that. So we're gonna have to Doomsayer, and we could double Doomsayer, so we could actually hero power. Ooh, this is a hard one. Okay, so we could hero power, right? And so he currently has 5 damage on board. 6 if we want to count the hero power. So it's either make a hero power, take a lot of damage, double Doomsayer on 4. What would he play on turn 3? Totem Golem? Gets spell powered? Like, the chance he has 1 damage, like, it's I guess he could have Flame Tongue Totem, so I guess the safer play is just a hero power, and then we double Doomsayer for the I doubt you have 14 damage to kill both of these. What was I saying? Yes. Obviously, you guys are no longer inmates. Yeah, I have to come up with some cool term to call our subscribers on this channel. Of course, as the channel develops, we'll be able to come up with inside jokes and all that good stuff. But for now, we kind of have to figure out, ooh, do we double Dooms? I think we just double Doomsayer. I don't think there's going to be a better time later on. I think this is very solid. So I was thinking, nah, the Shack is too close. I was going to say welcome back to the Shack, but that's kind of too close to an inn. I don't know, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Surprising that the first thing we see is Shaman on ladder. Shaman on ladder. After the nerfs. I guess people are still going with it, right? Saw a couple posts of people trying to play OTK Worgen, and then when they finally did the whole combo out and they played Charge on their Worgen, they insta conceded because they didn't realize that Charge got nerfed out of all the cards, which is a really random card to get nerfed. Like, all of the cards were like, all right, and then Abusive Sergeant, Charge, I think those were the 2 main, like, kind of curveballs out of all of the cards that were nerfed. So we're gonna get a free Solemn Vigil. So what we're looking to pick up for 5 manas is something good. Let's play this Vigil. Let's see what we get. Elise is good. Ooh, Acidic Swamp Ooze. I think we're going to save the Ooze, though. So we could either equip the True Silver or play the Elise. I think we're going to go with the Elise here, because if we play the True Silver, he knows we have it. If we play the creature, we're developing the board, we're able to attack, and also next turn we can attack instantly with True Silver. So as the weapon looks like a solid deal there, I think just developing the Elise is okay as well. And a lot of the, ooh, see? True Silver Champion, how you doing? And then we swing in with that sick hero power to make our little dude. We swing for 3. The Elise is an interesting pick in this deck, right? So, again, we'll talk further once we do the deck guide on this. And like I said, we'll probably be doing the deck guides anywhere between ranks 1 and 10. Not that, you know, I can't hit Legend. It's the fact that we just don't have time, but we'll try. I'll always try for you guys. It's just Legend, it's a heavy grind, and it's either, you know, go and hit Legend, make very minimal deck guides, it's just focused all on ladder, you know, and, or, you know, we're able to play fun decks, do deck guides, do all this cool stuff, and kind of not really worry about our rank too much, and then I'm also sure that most of you aren't. Like, you also hover around, you know, ranks 1 through 15. Not every guy, you know, I don't expect every subscriber to be some, like, super high Legend player. That's just silly, and that's, I don't know, I'd be very impressed if all of you were Legend players. That'd be amazing. Legend players watching my dumbass play Hearthstone. Get out of here. I make too many mistakes for good players to watch me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. What the hell do we do? I don't know. Definitely not a quality pyro. Definitely not a quality pyro. We definitely killed the Mana Worm. The Infested Tarn looks pretty good. We can even fit in a hero power. Saving Acidic Swamp Ooze for the second claw. We need to additionally get some heal. The taunt next turn will be nice, so we can actually Tyrion just into the Zoth. So I think just the Tarn is good. Go ahead and just kill the Mana Worm. Where the fuck did he get the Mana Worm out of? Oh, the Maelstrom Portal, of course. How could I have been so silly to think that he would have gotten anything other than a high quality 1-drop? But yeah. Anything else I kind of wanted to cover? Oh, I guess we can mention it a little bit. Oh gosh, Fire Elemental. I'm gonna stay away from the drama, guys. So everybody asking, you know, what exactly happened, I'm not gonna, it's staying away from drama. Don't like drama. No point to it. You come here for Hearthstone content, and I plan to bring you Hearthstone content. Nothing else. Acidic Ooze. We said we were saving it, so it kills that. But we need to get rid of the 6/5. The only way to get rid of the 6/5 is to swing face, Wild Pyromancer Equality, and then go out with the Wild Pyro. Or we could just go a Lamau Tyrion, but then it gets hexed, and we're sad, sad, sad. Unless he doesn't have hex. He's 18 cards deep. He's got 4 cards in hand, 22 in total. Ooh. We have 2 pyros and equality. We actually could just go equality swing. No, no, no. We need an open board. Yeah. This is fun. This is all good. I think clearing board, minimizing damage as much as possible. We have Tyrion next turn, and we get like Alkalite, Hero Power, Wild Pyromancer, draw a cheap spell. We can even Wild Pyromancer, Alkalite, cheap spell, draw some more. Kind of rebuild on our hand a little bit, see if we can get Rag the Light. He'll use Hex on Rag the Light, then we play Tyrion into the double, or play Tyrion into Zoth for the double Ashbringer. Okay, so it looks like we have to play Tyrion here. And now it's gonna get hexed. Oh boy. Did he got another Mana Worm? What kind of shenanigans is this? Alright, don't have hex. If you're gonna get 2 Mana Worms and get the Azure Drake into the double Maelstrom for the 2 damage to clear the board, you gotta give me at least 1 turn of Tyrion saying, hey, how are ya? You gotta give me 1 turn. You done give me 1 turn, man. You done fucked me. You done did it, man. 2 Scar, 2 Timix. We know it's not going to summon anything too great. This is kind of what I wanted to save the Wild Pyromancer Equality for. Something big like this. So we're gonna pretend like he doesn't have lethal. What is it? So this is 3, 4, 5, 9, 11. He needs 1 damage. How did we lose? I thought we were doing alright. I guess N'Zoth would have brought back an Infested Tarn. Yeah, there's the 1 damage. Good job. Good job, man. So our loss was through using the equality too early. So blame not drawing consecration. We'll try again though. I'm also thinking back on that legend comment. I'm sorry if I offended any of you. That wasn't supposed to be mean. I was just thinking, you know, me playing at legend, a lot of people are saying, you know, that doesn't help us because you're playing against players that we're never going to play against and seeing decks that aren't found at ranks 1 through 15. So if you were to play at ranks 1 through 15, that actually would help us more than playing at legend. So there's merit to both kind of sides to that. So by no means did I mean any offense if that came off like that. I was like thinking about it for a while, like, wow, that was dumb of me to say. So I just want to clear that up. Clear that up. All right, so we have Doomsayer, always good, and Harvest Golem. It's kind of weird, right? You don't see this card anymore, but I still think it's good. We're testing, boys. We're testing. Playing against Priest, no reason to Doomsayer right now. Doomsayer later on in the game is basically just a free legendary because it's going to come down to that. We have to be careful because he has Entombs, so we have to make sure the Entombs, we just don't play anything. It basically is going to come down to us just being very careful about what we do and do not play. Like we need to be careful about Infested Tauren because he can steal it with the Cabal Shadow Priest. He played this Injured Blade Master. You all know what that means. He's going to go ahead and he's going to resurrect it. And it's just going to be bad news bears for all of us. But we just have to make the assumption that he doesn't have Resurrect, even though we know he does. Because if he's playing against me, he has to have Resurrect. There's no other card in his deck that he's going to have right after Blade Master than that Resurrect. It's just an ace in the hole. And also Priest, the new skin, is going to coin into 5-drop. Completely lied. He has something better than the Resurrect. He has an actual creature that has the ability to resurrect. Oh man, this is too good. This is too good. Oh man, I don't make this shit up. It just happens. All right, so if we go ahead and we swing into this, he has a 4/7 on board. We know he's going to do a lot of work with that. We play this. He's already used coin, which means the Infested Tauren is going to be able to get some value because it will die. So I think we're going to go ahead and ignore the 4/7 and just keep swinging face. I know he's going to be able to heal himself back up, but that's not the point here. The point is to have Infested Tauren die, because he makes for a great N'Zoth. We just have to be careful, like I said, about him entombing Lytiriano. Holy Smite. That's an interesting card to see. Currently has 8 damage on board. I think the play is to swing, Doomsayer Hero Power. The reason being the Doomsayer will be able to take out the Injured Blade Master unless he wants to use like an Excavated Evil, which would be just a silly goose of him. It also buys us another turn, so maybe we can draw into something a little bit better than what our hand has to offer, and allows us to play Solemn Vigil for a lot cheaper. So I think this is a... I mean, we actually just play Solemn Vigil now, right? There would be no point not to, because we could actually draw into another Solemn Vigil, so... Alright, we still have the ability to draw into another Solemn Vigil. So we've had 2 Death Roodles die. Oh, so he actually did go ahead and sacrifice the Excavated Evil to keep his Injured Blade Master alive. Unfortunately for him, that we have another Doomsayer on the way, which will easily be allowed to kind of clean up this Injured Blade Master. He healed it for Consecration or something like that. We can just go Doomsayer. If we play the Infested Tauren, again, we run the risk of Cabal Shadow Priest at this point in time. So it's almost better to throw out the Alkalite or to just play nothing. I think the Infested Tauren isn't a bad way to go as we're heading into the N'Zoth turn, which if he already used 1 Excavated, which means he only has 1 left in the deck. If we can play N'Zoth on 10, the likelihood of him having the follow-up is very small. The likelihood of him having Cabal Shadow Priest is also small, as we have not seen that card in quite some time. It allows us to keep the 2/3 on board. And he would have to Cabal it now, which means he loses the Cabal. On top of, like, he gains a 2/2, we don't gain this Death Rattle, but... the Cabal is fine. Like, this is okay. It looks bad, but it's good. Draw into Solemn Vigil. Hey, Lamau. How you doing? Doing pretty good, Rob. So there's the Tyriano, which, again, we have to be very, very careful about playing. We give him Tyrion in his deck, we lose-y. So make sure he has both Entombs gone prior to playing El Winnow Gameo. Whoa, whoa, what the fuck? Are you kidding me? Out of all the cards in the deck, even when I fucking don't play Tyrion, he gets Tyrion against me. I cannot make up the amount of unluckiness that flows through this account. It is actually unbelievable on an epically sad and utterly terrifying scale. These are all it gives me all secrets. It gives this guy the fucking Tyrion, the single-handedly one of the best cards, if not the best card in my deck. How do I get rewarded? I get rewarded with 3 fucking secrets. Out of a card that the percentage of getting secrets is far below the percentage. Like, I can't. This is why I can't play Hearthstone. I'm just kidding. But what the fuck do we pick? Redemption? Holy mother of God. Have mercy. This account is so fucking cursed. I get excited when I draw Solemn Vigil. Like, what are you gonna get? Alright, so we know he's playing N'Zoth Priest, but that's kind of obvious. He's gonna bring back a fucking Tyrion with N'Zoth. How do I compete with that shit? I guess our Tyrion can die. And there is a way our Tyrion can die. And I'm not sure if I'm about it. I don't think that's the best. I don't think that's the most optimal route here. We still have the ooze. I think we draw first, right? That's not a bad card. What do we do? I guess we could N'Zoth, but that just feels really bad. We cannot Tyrion. We could Rag. I have a feeling he's gonna try to make me overdraw. Alright, well, hopefully Rag heals probably my horse. Hey! So now he has to swing the weapon into it. Not that it wouldn't swing the weapon into it, but... Alright, so he's gonna grab Rag the Light with 1 Entomb. Please don't get the top deck Entomb. Resurrect, bring back. It's pretty good. Not too bad though. We've had the ability to Wild Pyromancer equality. Oh, he's gonna use Face Tank. At least we don't overdraw, right? I think we overdraw. What is this? No, we're good. Ooze. I think the ooze is good. So if we swing, wild, equality. We almost have to save a wild equality for the other combo though. This isn't a lot, but it's still stuff we don't want to deal with. Ugh. I feel like if we play the loop, playing N'Zoth will be bad because we're just going to draw too many cards. But we've already... Yeah, we don't have another option here. The reason we're doing this is the faster we can get to Elise, the faster we can play a bunch of legendaries. This is too far ahead now. Like 15 to 10, like there's no way we're beating this. Alright, so he's going to heal it and then Holy Nova. This is why I didn't want to go filled up our field with like this, but if he doesn't have the Holy Nova, which he doesn't, we can get pretty lucky here. Alright, so we first swing with this. See what we draw. Excavated, we swing with this. I think we go ahead and we just play N'Zoth. I know there's not a whole lot of value here, but if we play Tyrion, it just gets entombed. But he's just going to entomb N'Zoth, and then he's going to have 2 N'Zoths. Do we just like Peacekeeper and wait for now? We go in. There's no waiting here. We just gotta go. He's proven he doesn't have AoE unless he held it. He held it. Created by fucking Shifting Shade. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? Holy moly, guys. Absolutely insane. This guy is a god. He's simply a god. Do we just play those Sylvanas? No, because any hero powers, you can just kill it. Alright, well, let's see if he has an Entomb in his hand. Because once he uses an Entomb here, we have to play Tyrion. Can only wait so long, because when we play Elise, Monkey's gonna come, and we gotta play the Elise before the Monkey. Oh god. So if we attack it, nothing happens. Is there any way... I mean... He played his second, which means if he kills his, he takes mine, but there's no reason... I think we just go face. Like, why not, right? So we played ours first, his second, which means ours will take, and then his will take. Which means we should not play Redemption. We should not play Redemption. Now he gets a 1-1. It's fine, because we're consecrating next turn. So we've got 6 damage burst. Please do not give him something great. Fucking A, man. Insane in the membrane. Well, we know we're consecrating. Quality consecrating, we have to wait for his N'Zoth. Can't do that. I guess we Barnes. Because we have to turn Excavated into a legendary. Where the fuck is our Elise, man? that was a very solid win condition. Again, watch, he just doesn't even play Entomb, because he hasn't even used one. We play Tyrion again, he Entombs it, we automatically lose. Not that we're not going to lose now, but... Jiminy Crickets, man. I don't even know what this can pull. That would be great. It's not too bad. So if we consecrate, it's going to deal 3. This still is at 1. Yeah, I'm not sure where. Yeah. Guess we could have played the Peacekeeper onto the Bloodhoof. That was best. I'm just thinking about keeping it for a legendary, right? But now he can make trade and heal. And that's just bad. Before he couldn't. Rag is bad. Oh, man. Oh man, this is just so unfortunate. Maybe we should have just held N'Zoth and just gone for the fatigue, but I didn't think it would needed to go to the fatigue. I didn't think it would needed to do that. Yeah, there's no way to clear this board. Because Wild Pyromancer Consecration, that's 3. Yeah, he just heals back up Rag. Yeah, there's really not much I can do here. I guess we could have consecrated. But I kind of wanted to save consecrate for wild. Hey, There you are. Do we even play Alkalite? No, we have to save it. I'm gonna be so upset if he doesn't even play Entombs. GG. Well, it's not actually GG. Wild Pyromancer, Consecration does 3. It'd just be better to double excavated, right? No, because then it puts it back in his deck. Well, Wild Pyromancer, Consecration, it's still gonna need that. So either way. Oh boy. What would we be taking? So you can't take the map because it has to take, is it just a card or a creature? Copy a card from your opponent's deck. So he probably got the map. Of course he fucking did. He doesn't even fucking need to play Elise. Oh my god. What a fucking waste of time. Like, what an absolute waste of time. Let's try this again. I'm now 0-2 with this fucking deck, mate. Can we play against not control? I mean, the Shaman was just a loss, but the Priest was a combination of both me playing poorly and that. Hate to say this because I say it all the time, but that's just a really bad matchup versus the Paladin. Like, they entomb Tyrion and you lose. That's GG. You just take the death rattles away. I play Sylvanas or Karen, they entomb it, and then they just sit there and hold for the Tyrion. I can't play Tyrion until he plays entomb. He doesn't play entomb until I play Tyrion. It's basically a standstill the entire game. If I tried a N'Zoth before that and he's got the field clear, what are you gonna do? If I don't draw Elise until the last fucking 4 cards in my deck, what can I do? And especially if he doesn't even play Elise and he just continuously gets fucking Tyrions and Shades and AoE out of not even his deck, but my deck that he's given me, what the fuck am I gonna do? That's why Justicar is pretty good to put in this deck, because the double hero power every turn gives them, like, they have to actively, continuously, and always have to deal with the 2/2s, or not in a couple turns, they're gonna be swarmed with taking 7 damage a turn, and, you know, they have to keep using their AoE at that point, so then when you play N'Zoth, it's hard for them to deal with it. But throwing in the Justicars, again, it's like a huge sacrifice, because not only am I playing Elise, then I play Justicar, and both those cards are extremely slow, and the benefit to having them in the deck isn't revealed until far later. So if you play against very aggressive decks, your win condition is never Elise, and if you're playing against aggressive decks, your Justicar is never going to win you the game. That's not your win condition. Your win condition is to kind of just have them run out of steam. You drop N'Zoth, even if you only bring back 1 or 2 death rattles, you basically win because their deck isn't built to handle that. So do we just Elise, make double trade, or we True Silver, make trade, keep 1/1s? And I think because I don't know. I think because we have 2 True Silvers, it's safe to True Silver, but Elise still looks pretty good, but I think we're going to go ahead and True Silver. This is weak to Ravaging Ghoul, but if he had Ravaging Ghoul on turn 3, he would have played it instead of floating 1 mana. So now he's going to play the 4-drop Dragon that has 6 HP, so then we can play Elise, swing, weapon into it, and this is fine. If he doesn't do that, then we can just throw the Infested Tauren out there. Either one is fine. So coin into 5-drop Corruptor. Alright, so we're actually going to play Elise instead of the Infested Tauren. Alright, so Elise, kill off this guy, swing face for 1. So we'll see how we perform against this more aggressive tempo-based deck. Like, even Control Warrior, this is an okay matchup. It's still, I don't like it. I don't like going against control versus control. The games just take way too long, and it gets decided by, you know, who gets the better Elise, who randomly generates the best cards from Shifting Shade, even though the card's very good. I would, of course, play it myself, but not playing Priest. So Infested Tauren hero power seems to be the play here. Go face with the 1/1. Reason being, there's no reason to make that trade at all. That'd just be silly. There was something I wanted to talk to you guys about. Oh, I got a couple stories, but we'll talk about those in the next episode. So we'll probably do one more video. I'm gonna hopefully have the energy after this video to make another one, and maybe we'll tell a couple stories there. So swings there, kills off a 1/1. Okay, so he's going for the value here. We have 3 damage on board, which means this has 4 HP. It's looking like an equality is the best play here. So we could equality, swing. We would then have 5 mana left over, so we could either equip the True Silver and make this trade. We can equip the True Silver now, but we can't kill the Berserker. The Berserker definitely needs to die. So I think equality is the best bet here. There's no point for Wild Pyromancer because we can get rid of most of the their larger threats. So now the option is, do we go for the Doomsayer? I mean, we're going on turn 8, so I actually don't mind the Doomsayer into the Vigil. Into the, ooh, another Solemn Vigil. That's really good. And then I was thinking either just Tyrion or Light Lord. Those were some good draws right there. We have a lot of our late game. Well, fuck me dry. Alright, so we go with the Light Lord, which is a little, I think the Tyrion is fine here. We don't really need to worry about super healing. And plus we just drew the N'Zoth, which means we drop that down, we win. He decides he wants to just overextend and try to deal with Tyrion and just rush me down. We throw down Sylvanas, puts a little handicap in his way. Ooh, going for the 50-50 Rag-a-Renos. So, does Rag hit? Rag goes face. Alright, so it looks like we're going with the Sylvanas. We're gonna go with the hero power. We're gonna go with the kill this dude down. And then we're gonna go with it's your move. So if Rag hits Sylvanas, we take Rag. That's pretty good. Oh, he's charging in, boys. He's going for the lethal. Alright, never mind. So we already used an equality, so we can't Wild Pyromancer shenanigans. Oh boy, 50-50 hits Sylvanas, hit the Sylvanas. Oh, take the Rag, take the Rag, take the Rag, take the Rag. Yes! How are you doing? Do we just go with N'Zoth and just bring back the Tyrion? Or we go with the Rag, the light? Can we play Consecration with anything? Like, we can Consecration, this dies, this goes down, but then we can't heal ourselves. So if he has 11 damage, there's nothing in his deck that'll do 11 damage besides Hell Screen. This is the safest play. Rag the Light Lord is the safest play, because it brings us out of lethal of Hellscream Inner Rage, but I'm going to make the assumption he doesn't have Hellscream Inner Rage. I also could just go N'Zoth and end turn. Fuck it. We'll do this play. This theme seems far superior. We have 2 taunts, 1 with Divine Shield. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think. For some reason I forgot the Infested Tauren ever died, and then Sylvanas. The only thing I was thinking about, oh my god. Why would he do that? We just took his Deathwing. Is this just a concede? Like that was very silly of him. Like he just handed us the win there. Not that our N'Zoth, this is what I was talking about, right? He basically ran out of steam. He wasn't able to deal with N'Zoth. Granted, N'Zoth granted us like the best legendary, Sylvanas, Tyrion, but that's basically how I imagine the matchup going most of the time. Is us winning, of course. Okay, so we'll wrap it up here, and hopefully I'll have the it won't take too long to wrap it up and, you know, do what I need to do in between videos so we can pump out another one for you tonight so I can be ahead a little bit and not have to worry about it so much, because I definitely want to give you guys the 1 video a day that you definitely deserve, and I'll do my best to do. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm Warshack, of course, and happy whatever the hell day it is.